wanted to do a makeup tutorial that you can actually do on a daily basis even if you are short on time. So this one's going to be very simple. I have my stopwatch in the back and I probably won't make any cuts while I'm editing, just so that you can see it all happening in real time. Since I have already done my skincare this morning and it's been a couple hours, I'm going to rehydrate my skin. It's really important that your skin is hydrated so that your base doesn't peel later on. Although if you have greasy skin or oily skin, you can probably skip this step and maybe even use one of those blotting papers to remove excess oil from your face first, because that can also affect your foundation. On days where I'm truly in a rush, I actually don't put on foundation because I feel like if you wear something that is super high coverage or full coverage and you don't do a full glam look, it can end up looking super fake, and you're honestly better off just letting some of your skin, imperfections or textures showing through, and it's just more natural looking. So I really like to just go in with only concealer and touch up on some spots that are like major issues, like my under eye bags and the redness on and around my nose. I also have a lot of texture on my chin from when I used to get hormonal acne. I like to cover that, and then some of the redness from my acne scars. The goal isn't to completely cover them, it's just to make them less noticeable. Also, tip, I've found that patting in the edges of your nose helps with the creasing that always happens here, at least for me. And then again, since we didn't apply product everywhere to our face, we do want to make sure that we blend it quite well so that it doesn't look like you just applied patches of concealer, even though that's exactly what you did do. Okay, that looks pretty blended to me. I also like to stick mostly to cream products instead of powder products when I do like a no makeup look, because again, I think powder, like your skin naturally isn't going to be matte, so powder can make you look more fake when you're not wearing like a full face. So I have this Syrupy Tteok in Friendship Mauve. I've been really enjoying this formula recently because it's pretty glossy and it just gives your cheeks that shine, like, oh, I'm so healthy and radiant. Oh, I just got some in my hair. That's okay. Let me wipe my hair real quick. Even though this formula gives you a really nice shine on your cheek, it does set pretty fast so that you don't end up feeling sticky. So I do really like that. And again, since we're doing like a daily look, I'm going to use this product on my eyelids as well as the base for my eyelids. This is one of my favorite hacks to do with my blush when I want a very simple but coherent look. If you use your blush color as your eyeshadow and on your lips, your makeup will never look off because all the colors will match. It's the same color. And let me put some on my chin too. And I'll use the rest of it on my cheeks since I feel like my cheeks are still lacking slightly in pigment. now I'm going back in with my makeup sponge and just blending it a little more to soften the edges. Okay, that looks pretty good already. Now let's move on to the eye area. Let me zoom you in a little. For the eyes, we also want to keep it simple, but I want to add a little bit of dimension. So let's go in with this kind of mauve shade, keeping in theme with our blush color. I'm just laying this down underneath my crease. And let's also add it to our under eye. And then just blend it out a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go in with a thinner brush now so I can be more precise with my placements here. Let's do a slightly darker color. I want to emphasize my bottom lash line more. And with this, you want to stop in the middle near where your iris is. Because we're not going for a smoky look. Just dimension. Okay. And I'm going in with a lighter color on my inner corner. Okay, let's do the same thing to the other side. Fill in the outer triangle. And lighter color on the inner corner. Okay, that looks acceptable, but I'm gonna blend out the outer corner a little bit with my fluffy brush. And let's not skip the aerosol. I feel like that helps so much with facial proportions. Which color do we use? We can try this one. And then smile a little. Find your natural aerosol crease. And do a gentle outline. And this one needs to be blended out as well. I'll use my contouring fluffy brush for this. Okay, let's curl our eyelashes. For simple days, we definitely aren't going to be putting on false eyelashes, so we need to be a little bit diligent with the way that we curl our lashes. I kind of like to start with like an overall curl and then tilt it towards your inner middle lash line to curl that part, and then you can tilt it the other way to curl the ends. And that way your whole lash line gets a lift and you don't miss anything. Okay, let's go in with our mascara. I used to use different mascara, but ever since I got this Judydoll one, I've only been reaching for it. I really love how thin the wand is. I feel like it gives you a lot of control over your mascara. And it's just easy to apply and you won't accidentally get mascara on your eyelids. And we do the other side. I want to Honestly, I'm so glad that Asian beauty has made its way into the US because when I was growing up, I was using, like drugstore American brands of mascara, and those would always give me panda eyes because of my monolids that I had growing up, and it was just so annoying, and they didn't really hold my lashes up at all. If you have Asian lashes, you know what I mean. Our eyelashes will not hold a curl unless you use the right product. Okay, pretty. Where are we on time? Okay, we're at the 13-minute mark. I definitely want to keep this under 20 minutes, so what else can I do? Let's do eyebrows. I was cutting my eyebrows and I accidentally did a little bit too much here, so I've got a bit of a naked gap. On super natural days, I just fill in the gaps that I have and I don't try to change the shapes of my eyebrow at all because it's just going to start looking very unnatural. And push it out. Okay. Let's see. What else is really important to makeup? Because I feel like we have color in the right parts of our face. Lips. Okay. I have this sample from rom&nd that I think would be the perfect mauve color to match with the blush. Wow, that is super pretty. Okay, I'm into that. I feel like I'm still missing a little cheek color. Let's first do the 𝙿𝚁𝙾𝙳𝚃. I want to add a little highlighter here to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put a little on the nose too, since we didn't do a nose contour. Just highlight. Give it some height. Okay, super cute. All right, let's see. Last step, I'm just gonna go in with some more blush. We can use a powder blush and just layer it on top to give a bit more color. This is the Clinique Black Honey blush, so it's going to be pretty dark on me, so I'm only going to use it on the contours of my face and kind of treat it like a contour. Do some on the tip of my nose and a little on my eyes. Okay, let's call it. Oh, my iPad turned off. But we are at 16 minutes. Not bad. I was hoping for 15, but I think I might have done a little too much yapping. This look is perfect for students or workers that need something that's easy to slap on in the morning when you're super tired or running late, and it's just appropriate for any occasion since it's not doing too much, but it'll definitely make you look presentable. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're interested in any of the products that I use, they're all down in the description below, and you can probably find them on YesStyle. If you want to use my code NickNoel1 at checkout, that'd mean a lot to me. And for my next makeup look, I'm gonna do something more in depth, so stay on the lookout for that. And yeah, thanks for being here.